Give yourself a moment to just calm and release any thoughts in your mind that might be distracting. And then we are going to take 3 breaths all together as a group. So with the first one, breathe in all the way from the base of the spine. And then again, into the heart space, 2. And then free, and let your breath go deep, stretch below you into the earth. And wherever you touch the surface below you, allow yourself to start sprouting roots. Let them dive deeper down into the earth. Push them lower with every exhale, past soil, roots, stone, until you are deeply rooted into the earth. Now, visualize your crown chakra on the top of your head opening. See a bright light. See that light shining upward from you. And then from the crown of your head, visualize branches sprouting and starting to reach up toward the universe. With every exhale, allow them to grow further, higher, and see them glowing with pure energy. Allow them to bloom leaves. And when you're ready, pull energy down through those branches with your inhale. Down into your head, past your third eye, down past your throat, and let that energy mix into your aura, into your energy body. Find the balance there. Now, bring your awareness into the space in the middle of your abdomen, your solar plexus chakra. Focus your attention here. And as you are deeply connected to the earth and to source, let everything else fade. For a moment, feel into this space. What do you feel here? Maybe joy, maybe pain, maybe disconnection, maybe power. Whatever you feel, just notice it. And then ask yourself, what is it keeping you from reaching your full potential? What do you deeply desire that you haven't reached yet? And after taking inventory, ask that deep inner wisdom, what is it you need to know right now? Whatever comes up, just allow it. No judgment needed, just notice. And then, within this center, visualize a glowing yellow light start to form. Feel that energy building. This light is anger. And anger is a powerful tool of transformation, like a fire. See this light growing and transforming into a lion. And feel that lion's energy. That is your righteous anger. But you are in control of this anger. You are the lion tamer. Feel the power in that. And feel within this lion a growl beginning to form. Feel the power in it. And as this growl builds, allow yourself to bring up anything that's not serving you. Any fears, any doubts, any blockages. When you allow this lion to roar, all of these unwanted things will be burned away and transformed. Feel it build. Feel the vibration. And take a deep breath in and hold at the top. And then exhale and let that lion roar. Allow any sounds, any energies come right out. Just purging away that energy. Let it leave you. And just be. Find stillness. Let all of that old unwanted leave you. And just breathe. Now, with everything that was blocking you removed, you have new space for anything. What is it you truly want? What wounds are you ready to leave in the past? How have you been underestimating yourself? It is time to be the real you, the full you. You are more than ready. Now I will state an affirmation. I will begin it, and you can repeat this affirmation and finish it for yourself in the way that feels right for you. I love myself for. I will honor myself by. I am most powerful when. I forgive myself for. Today I release
all 5 of us, and we worked really hard. But today it feels that hard work just.
I am now being my true self by. Allow yourself to step into that power innately within you. Then take a moment to send love and healing to your past self. For all they did for you, for everything they brought you through. Tell that old version of you, thank you, I love you. And then, in whatever way feels right, tell that version of you that they are no longer needed. You are no longer that person, and you are stepping into your power. And then as they leave, just breathe into this newfound space. And now as this new and transformed version of yourself, visualize yourself holding your hands out in front of you. Cup your palms and see an ankh form in them. As you hold it, see it begin to glow. This ankh that you're holding is infusing with the energy of protection, healing, and abundance. Watch it grow brighter. Feel that energy building in your hands. It may tingle or feel warm. Just see energy rushing into this symbol. Now, close your hands together around this ankh and feel it shift into a liquid. It is now an oil in your hands. This oil will bring you protection and healing to carry you through the coming months of this year. And then visualize your hands covering your light body with this sacred oil. Cover every energy center from your crown down to the bottom of your feet. Take your time, put intention into this. And as you do this, feel that oil forming a shield around you. It is locking in all of the healing and positivity we did today. And when you are finished, affirm to yourself, I stand in my power. I am ready. I am safe. I am protected. And then on the next inhale, visualize this oil glowing and sealing this intention. And then give yourself a moment to just breathe into this new, powerful version of yourself. Let your breath return to its natural flow. Slowly start bringing yourself back. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. Flex your shoulders, roll your neck. Come back when you're ready. Give yourself as much time as you need. So, while y'all are bringing yourselves back, I know that was kind of a trip. Um, just a little bit about that sacred little oil we worked with. Um, that is an oil called Ankh. It is an intentional oil blend with the intention of protection and bringing in positivity, sealing in that positivity, also banishing. All of the herbs in that oil are grown by myself at my home. Were put together with care and very much intention, very carefully, and allowed to infuse for a moon cycle. It is available for pre order to the first 10 people who are willing and able. I will have Lighthouse here post some links in the chat if anyone would be interested. It's $30 for this oil, free shipping and handling to anyone in the US. There will be tons of information on the oil itself, payment information. You can always send me an email. All of that will be in the chat. Thank you, Lighthouse. And then, if anyone had experiences that they would like to share, reflect on, any questions, I would be more than happy to have a chat about that.
I was immediately relaxed and like activated. I think I kind of fell out a couple times, or rather deeper in rep. But last thing I remembered was like my hands started buzzing literally like right before you said that the hands would start buzzing. And then it was just so cool to have that like wave of relaxation come through and just feel like regrounded again. So thank you.
You're welcome. I'm so glad you had a good experience. Yeah, our hands have really powerful chakras on them. They hold, project, pull in energy. A lot of people don't talk about it, but when you're doing a lot with energy, you will feel it in your hands sometimes.
Oh, it must have been when we were washing ourselves with the oil that I was probably feeling that like wash over me. Okay, probably.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I love a good oily massage and whatever. So it was probably literally like as soon as I feel someone else touch me in a massage, I usually like start astral projecting or fall asleep so quickly. So it literally felt like that kind of level of relaxation during this. So that was fun. Thank you. Woo.
You are welcome. Thank you for sharing. If anyone else wants to talk, just raise your hand. That's totally fine.
So for me, Alice, it was a lot of relaxation. And then I literally feel behind me something, but the image of a tiger is in my head. Like, not a tiger, I'm sorry, a lion. It's in my head.
Mm-hmm.
That's, and much better mood, buzzing. So those were the main things that stood out for me.
Absolutely. You must have been really tapped in, and I'm glad you're feeling better. That's so good to hear. That was absolutely the intention. Go ahead, Nisa.
I would just like, let me lower my hand here. I would just like to say thank you because your voice is so soothing and relaxing that I was allowed to go deep. And the whole time I was holding my actual ankh in my hand. So it was like literally feeling it, and it just made everything feel so amplified. And I loved literally the whole oil because it's like I feel very connected with this. So it's something similar that it's like, oh, wait a minute, I should have this in like a oil form and stuff like that. So I loved it. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Thank you for sharing. Go ahead, Yvonne.
Yes, thank you, Alice. It was wonderful, and like Nisa said about the oil, yeah, my hands, guys, look at my hands. So they're on fire. And the oil does make you feel, thank you for giving us that. Thank
You are
thank
so
you.
welcome.
It's
You know your
beautiful.
healing hands are always doing so much.
Yes.
Love the whole meditation, also the lion roaring, because that made me feel like something. Because I was expecting like another breath to just let go of, but that raw made it feel like more powerful when you did that on the release. So that was awesome. And the whole time it was giving me like rich Egyptian goddess essence. Like the oil kind of also made me feel kind of not good because I'm still working on my ego. So it was like, bitch, I'm protected. Fuck with me now. It gave me that vibe.
Well, you know, the Lionsgate portal is all about that power, that inner strength, owning our power. It's also very much related to Egypt, the pyramids of Giza and Sirius and the alignment and everything. That's all related to the Lionsgate portal. Is
I
there
have a
anybody
question.
else? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No.
If anybody else has a thing first, that would probably be better. I want to know what Deadly Nightshade Essence is.
Ooh. It's
And why
bittersweet.
would I ask
Bittersweet
that
nightshade.
question? Oh, yes, sorry, bittersweet, pardon.
Yes. One of the ingredients in the oil is bittersweet nightshade, which is a relative of the classic deadly, like belladonna nightshade thing, but it's like the American version. It's also way less poisonous, but it grows on at my house. It's a protective herb, it's a banishing herb, it's an exorcism herb, and it's way too toxic to put into an oil. So what you do with a flower essence is you get pure spring water, mineral spring water. You insert the blooms, the flowers into that water, and then you place it in sunlight and let it infuse with that intention. And it's a way to get the spirit, the essence of a plant into an oil without putting any toxic chemicals or things that will harm you or your skin in that oil. I think
And
someone
are
said
all of
something.
these products, I mean, all of the ingredients, things that mainly like you found on your property?
Yes, all of these plants
Awesome.
actually grow on my property. None of them I actually planted except for the garden sage. He's my baby. But everything else is something that Mother Nature brought here herself and brought here for a reason. And so now I use those herbs for myself and for the people I work with to use in magical ways for people who don't have access to growing all sorts of crazy wild plants at their house.
That is so cool.
I'm very much in love with it.
Question.
Mhm.
What's in the oil? Because I'm looking on Mighty and I don't see like anything. So I just would like to know what's in the oil.
I have
I
her right
posted a
here.
PDF in the chat as well.
Yes,
There's
it is.
there's a link or there's also like an actual document, but yeah.
Yes,
Oh, and I'll check it out. Thank
it's
you.
all in the PDF, but it doesn't have that many ingredients, but all of them were grown here. Yeah,
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
I think yes, it has lilac, peony, flowers, both garden sage, the bittersweet flower essence, yarrow, rose thorns, and yellow wood sorrel. All of those very carefully curated for the specific intention. And then if anyone else wants to share, last call.
Thank you for doing this, Alice. Honestly, it was perfect.
Thank you, Micah. And I'm glad you were able to come and I'm glad you're here. I was so excited to be able to do this for everyone. Truly, this is something I've wanted to do for a very long time and it just kind of happened and it went really well. So,
So question,
Mhm.
This is something like, what gave you this idea, or like what inspired you to do this oil?
Absolutely. It's just, I've been called to do intentional oil blends for a very long time. I'm very, very blessed by the universe to have all of these strange, weird, wonderful plants growing here, wild, for free. And so I wanted to do this oil just because I know that's a very big privilege to be able to have those things. And there aren't a lot of ethically sourced, reliable, good for the environment herbal blends out there that you kind of know the person, you can like talk to them and meet them. And so, yeah, for the people who work with me and the people who know me, whether personally or just through my content, my online presence, that's what I wanted to do. Just like give people a resource in the way I would like things done.
Yeah, true.
Mhm. I think someone put in the chat asking how long it infused. It infused from one new moon to the next new moon. So a whole moon cycle, the new moon being about removing and all of those intentions. So okay. Last call.
And I just want to say I'm so looking forward to our Akashic Record rewrite. That is going to be so much fun. I am so thrilled to experience this created modality from you and from your spiritual soul and your collaborators, whomever so they may be. Um, and if anybody else, like, get out there this weekend if you can, because you will change your life. It'll start changing your life sooner than later. And like it will start making some serious shit happen, y'all. So let's step into who we are meant to be. Let's make some more serious shit happen.
Absolutely. The Akashic Record rewrites are absolutely transformational, surprisingly so. Even going into it, I was blown away by, I did it for myself. And then I was like, I have to bring this to people because this is, rewriting soul contracts. That's what we're doing. We're going into the Akashic Records to rewrite soul contracts, and soul contracts are, decided. We've signed those before we incarnate. And so while we can rewrite those things, you have to be careful. So the key to not messing that up is going into the Akashic Records where things are protected and sacred and nothing can be tampered with that should not be tampered with. If you go into the Akashic Records to look at something and it's not something you're supposed to see, you just won't see it. It's too sacred. And so utilizing the Akashic Records to rewrite soul contracts is actually the safest way to ensure that you bring about that change without fiddling with things you shouldn't. Go ahead, Nisa.
So would you recommend having this oil while like traveling and things like that to be protected and stuff like that, just so that way? I know you're talking about Akashic Records, but I'm like, I travel and things like that. So this oil will help me with traveling, making sure my energies are good and nothing gets attached.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. My recommendation for traveling would be to take a small amount if it's safe for your skin. Some people have sensitivities. Apply it to your crown chakra as well as your root chakra, and any other chakra you feel might be a little open, because this is like a shielding, protecting, but not with like an angry, spicy. It's like very powerful, but with a positive, lighthearted, like it's the lilac, the beauty, the playful, joyful positivity with a like do not mess with me vibe. So it's perfect for traveling, perfect for any time you're going into a reading where you might have someone's energy that might be kind of icky, or if you're going to go to a family get together at the holidays and it's going to be full of people that you aren't feeling so great around. It's the perfect oil to block out anything unwanted while keeping all of that positivity, joyful, healing vibes on the inside. Absolutely.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Go ahead, Erica.
So I just want to say that I am looking so much to the Akashic Record reading. I can't wait and to try the oil as well. And thank you so much. Hopefully we can do these a little bit more often because as I told you before in the past, the connection that I feel when we work together, it's very real, very genuine, and your voice is very soothing. So it allows to actually get in there kind of deep when what you.
Yes, thank you so much. Absolutely. If people are interested, I think I probably will continue to do things like this on my Patreon community. I'll be doing one of these per month for each group, and every group gets to pick the topic, what we're doing. We get to do a little vote, a little poll, and decide how we're going to get that done. And it's fun. It's going to be a wonderful, beautiful journey that I get to go along with all of you on. So yeah, these will definitely be happening. I'm probably going to be doing these free events more than just like this one time. So definitely, absolutely. Let's see whose hands are up. Barbie, go ahead.
How long do we have to pre-order?
Yes, pre-order is until, I wrote that down. Goodness gracious, look at me.
The
3
29th.
weeks, I do believe. Thank you, Lighthouse, my little secretary. Appreciate it. It'll be the 21st, right? And then they will all be mailed out.
The 29th, and then they should be mailed out by the 12th.
Yes, thank you. And I chose the 12th as our mailing date because that is the 2-year anniversary of my podcast. Sorry, 3-year anniversary of my podcast. So, yay, wonderful. There'll be a celebration for all of us. And then Edward,
Tamika asked, what moon cycle did you use?
Yes, I'm looking right now because I have it in my calendar. I think that's such a great question. I wish I knew off the top of my head. Oh, it's on the jar, isn't it? Huh. It was from the new moon in June. So that was in Gemini. Gemini. I love Gemini. That's my moon sign. I love a good Gemini. So yeah, that's when.
Thank you.
Oh, you are welcome. Thank you for asking. I think it's such a good question. Always coming in for the astrology here, Tamika. I did want to add on the Akashic Record rewrites, we got a little distracted. That's fine. With this experience, with it being safe and protected, what I have found over and over and over is when you go in, usually one of two things happen. One, you will notice all of the changes showing up in your subconscious, and your conscious mind is like, oh, I didn't even realize that was a change. Like it just feels like the way you've always been. It just feels, because time is irrelevant in the Akashic records, it's kind of like it always was, not in our linear experience of time, but it's kind of like changing your subconscious to a whole new way of being, a way that you get to choose and you get to claim for your own desires. And the other possibility is that it takes a little time to catch up, but it's always in that subconscious first. If you're sleepy, half awake, if you're in meditation, you will notice those changes already happening. Like we're talking 24 hours for me, and with most of my clients, it's already changed. Sometimes our ego has to take a back seat and calm down, but there are also follow-up things that I do with people if they're having a little trouble integrating. So every single experience has been beautiful and moving and sacred. I cannot stress enough like how wonderful these sessions are for every single client. Is there anybody else who has any questions, any comments, experiences? I think, yes, my link tree is in the chat. Thank you, Lighthouse. If anyone wants to check out podcast, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, anything, all of it is there. It is all there, everything. And the Patreon, everything that's available is up there. And so if you just want to hang out, if you just want to keep finding some stuff by me, that's where to go. I will be there. I will see you. I'm always open to an email exchange. I love to meet people. I love to chat about things. So yeah. All right. Well, thank you all so much for coming. This was a really fun experience. I'm so glad I got to bring this all to you today. I know it was last minute, but y'all still showed up, and that's so, so good. I just, it makes my heart warm. So thank you, every single one of you, and I will see you all.